Sam, a 2-0 win on the night against West Bromwich U21s. Another good opportunity to get good sharpness into players who haven't played so much recently.
Yes, I mean this competition's proved to be a great practice for us and a great competition for us, where it provides opportunity for players that may not have had the minutes that are required. Some players that are coming back from injury, some players that have been suspended like Dean Woodman, but also provides opportunity for players that are potentially looking for something long term here at this football club. So yeah, today was no different. The chat before was to approach the game in the appropriate manner and make sure that we do it in a professional way, and I thought the boys epitomised that, to be honest. Especially that second half performance was excellent. I thought we controlled the game, and probably in the end probably could have been more than two, but really pleased with the way the boys approached it and took bits that we spoke about into practice. It was really good.
A late goal elsewhere from Braintree Town means it's likely that we may now actually go out the competition, but other than that performance against Nottingham Forest, have you been relatively pleased with our showing in the tournament?
Yeah, we've been excellent. Like I say, these games are never easy when you have almost like a mixed match team that haven't been together and played together consistently. It's always hard to naturally get patterns out. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer going into the game, and that can provide to be difficult. But I think in general, like you say, bar that Forest game, I think we've really respected the competition, and we've tried to win every game and approach game as we do in the league. So yeah, it'd be unfortunate if we go out, and it probably looks that way, but the boys should be proud of themselves for the performance generally across the comp.
Earlier in the game, I noticed there was two extremely early substitutions. I'm told that there's a rule that enforces that situation. Is that? Yeah. Can you explain?
Yeah, we have to play 4 players that played from Saturday, and generally we haven't liked to impose that kind of tactic with starting a player from Saturday and then bring them off early. We haven't really liked that, but with the bodies that we have available to us at the moment, we was almost forced into doing so, and we always want to maintain integral to the competition, and that was the first time actually across the 4 games that we've actually had that moment. But listen, the boys done additional work before the game, so they did a bit of extra in the warm-up, and those boys today that were rested, they did a bit of work with Steve Bates and Kenny in the warm-up also. So yeah, we just have to manage the group and make sure we don't have an influx of injuries, and we want to keep everybody as fit as possible. So yeah, that was the reason why.
Yeah, and fellow Mola and Dan and Krumer on the score sheet today. 3 strikers at the minute regularly contributing. Just how pleasing is that we're not just reliant on like Nico Briero, for example?
Brilliant. Yeah, I think it's a group contribution. And like I say, Dan now fit and firing. I was really pleased with him getting his goal today, and I just praised Fella in the debrief there just now and how professional he was, and I think he probably epitomised the professionalism of the group. He's a real voice in the changing room. Treated the game as if you would any other game, and I think all the boys were on board with that, especially young players like Josh Clay seeing an example like Fella and treating the game with that professionalism, with the league experience that he's got and the amount of games that he's played across his career. It's a true testament to his character and what he brings to this football club. Players like himself, Big Moose, and Dion in there as well. Were excellent tonight, I thought. The boys that came on, I thought they made the game better too. So no, really pleased, and long may it continue with those forwards and contributing to goals.
Yeah, and just lastly, it's just over 10 days until we head up to Grimsby for our FA Cup game. There's now a 3rd bus available to supporters who want to head up to that game. I mean, just how much would it mean to the players if we had a massive following up there in Lincolnshire for that one? Oh wow,
is this a sell? No, listen, we know if we can bring as many up there as possible, that would be fantastic, and everybody's looking forward to that day. But I tell you what's more important is Solihull on Saturday. We're treating that game with the utmost importance, to be honest. That's our next game. That is the most important one, and we know obviously having that FA Cup game leaves us probably a game down in the league, so we need to make sure that we try our best to get something on the board, get some points on the board. So yeah, listen, all the support we can get for Grimsby, that will be much appreciated, and it will give the fans a great day out, I'm sure. And we need all those voices as possible. We need those voices away at Solihull on Saturday as well, that 12:30 kick-off, and really get behind the boys, because they're trying ever so hard, and I think the fans appreciate that, and we just got to keep going.
Yeah, thanks for your time.
Thank you. Cheers, mate.